That's what I struggle with.
A woman died after a routine liposuction surgery. Now her family is suing the clinic they say could have prevented her death.
As Starbucks announces hundreds of closures, what we're learning about San Diego stores.
San Diego Sheriff Kelly Martinez talks to CBS 8 about deaths in county jails.
We're working very hard to prevent any deaths that we can, but we have a very difficult population.
What's improved is grieving families say more needs to be done.
Roaring jets, precision flying, and sky-high thrills, the Miramar Air Show is here.
You have to be close like a family. We live on trust.
And we introduce you to the crew behind the aerial acrobatics of the Blue Angels. CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
My daughter is just somebody for the past year that's gone, and no one's held accountable for it.
The family of a San Diego woman is speaking out tonight after filing a lawsuit against the medical clinic they say is responsible for her death. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Shanna Handy in tonight for Marcella Lee. 29-year-old Amanda Torres Mariano died last September following a routine liposuction procedure at Skin & Skinnier in La Jolla. Today, I spoke with Amanda's father and his attorney. Both say Amanda's death could have been prevented.
I had no idea Thursday night when I went to bed last year that I would never talk to my daughter again.
Marcelo Mariano is experiencing what no parent ever should, trying to cope with the unexpected death of his beloved daughter, Amanda Torres Mariano, who was just 29 years old.
Vibrant, happy, thoughtful, caring. I don't think I've ever encountered anybody that had a bad thing to say about her.
On September 17th of last year, Amanda underwent vibration-assisted liposuction followed by body contouring at Skin & Skinnier in La Jolla. Following her surgery, staff told her to conduct post-surgical follow-up with a nurse at the clinic, according to this wrongful death lawsuit filed by Marcelo and his ex-wife. The lawsuit claims on September 19th, Amanda feared something was wrong. She texted the nurse about her concerns, specifically that she had been passing out and was worried about getting up to shower. This alleged exchange followed. Is your body itchy at all? No, not at all. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Just sore and I feel lightheaded. Are you taking walks? Not as much. I start feeling lightheaded and end up laying on the floor to avoid falling. The nurse then instructs Amanda to try walking around, saying it will help. Hours later, Amanda was found unresponsive. Doctors treated her for an anoxic brain injury, which occurs as a result of the brain not getting oxygen and a blood clot in her lung. She died September 29th.
I did 20 years in the military. I'm all about accountability. If I messed up or if one of my sailors messed up, they should be held accountable. And that's what I struggle with when I read those text messages. I'm like, if someone would have told her, just go to the hospital.
She followed instructions, she reported her symptoms, and she trusted the care team, but no one took it seriously. And, that failure cost her life. And it was a very, very preventable death.
CBS 8 reached out to Skin & Skinnier several times, but we haven't received a response. As for Marcelo, by filing a lawsuit and speaking out, he hopes to warn future patients and medical staff of the potential dangers routine surgeries pose without proper medical supervision.
Cherish what you have because we're not guaranteed to have it tomorrow. It's sort of what I'm trying to live by now.
And we did check. The doctor who performed the surgery has no medical board accusations or complaints.
More than a dozen people were evaluated at Rosa Parks Elementary in City Heights today following reports of a strong odor there. We're told 2 people, an adult and a child, were taken to a hospital for further testing. A hazmat team was called in, and first responders checked the campus grounds but found no source of toxic fumes or any other unhealthy conditions. Right now, the source remains unknown, but we're told it might have been related to some kind of after-hours work being done at the school. New tonight, we're learning a federal judge has ordered the release of an Afghan man previously who helped the U.S. military as an interpreter and was detained by immigration officials earlier this year. A judge ruled today that Syed Nouri's due process rights were violated when his humanitarian parole was revoked without him being notified. Along with his release, the judge ordered Nouri be returned to his original parole conditions. CBS 8's Richard Allen will have more details tonight at 10 and 11. And a major traffic alert tonight. All lanes on northbound 5 from the 8 to Mission Bay Drive will be closed for road work this weekend.
The closure starts at 9 o'clock tonight and will continue through 5 Monday morning. Drivers heading north on the 5 are advised to take State Route 163, which will connect you to either the 15 or the 805. The CHP is allowing a 60-day grace period for solo electric vehicle drivers using carpool lanes. The extension runs through November, allowing time for drivers to adjust as the state's Clean Air Decal program ends. It launched 26 years ago, but is now expiring after Congress declined to vote on an extension despite efforts by some lawmakers to preserve it. So starting December 1st, solo electric vehicle drivers will no longer qualify for carpool lane access.
The San Diego Sheriff's Department is releasing new details about the death of an inmate almost 7 months ago. On Valentine's Day, 46-year-old James Pittman was found by his cellmate unconscious on the floor after falling from the top bunk of a 2-bed cell at the Vista Detention Facility. He was taken to Palomar Medical Center, where he died almost 2 weeks later. The medical examiner ruled his death accidental. Pittman had been in custody for murder since January of 2023. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at in-custody deaths in San Diego County jails. Sheriff Kelly Martinez promised to lower the number of in-custody deaths when she took office 3 years ago. And while the number has gone down, inmates are still dying. Our Marcella Lee sat down with Sheriff Martinez to see what's changed and what challenges remain. We'll have that conversation coming up for you tonight at 6:30.
The largest military air show in the nation is back, drawing crowds from across the country.
The Miramar Air Show lifted off today with thrilling and cutting-edge aerial performances. CBS 8's Brian White got the up-close look at all of the action.
You can hear the thunder overhead and feel the excitement all around. Jets flying through the sky as the Miramar Air Show delivers another day of high-octane thrills. Thousands packed MCAS Miramar to catch jaw-dropping aerial stunts and precision flying, including the Navy's elite Blue Angels.
The atmosphere is electric. We got the brews, we got the popcorns, we got the acrobatics. Living the dream.
It's not just a show, it's an experience. Families, aviation fans, and first-timers alike were soaking it all in.
I love the crowd and getting to see all the jets in action and the helicopters and all the, I don't know, it's just really cool.
From the roaring engines to the tight formations, the sky was filled with exciting sights and sound.
See the F-18s flying together. It's the noise, the thunder is amazing.
Visitors traveled from across the country and even across borders. Carola Schmidt and her friends came all the way from Canada to see the show.
Oh, the rush I feel like that they give, and just the noise, the thunder, very inspiring. Actually, absolutely. It's truly a fantastic show that they put on.
And for many, it's not just about entertainment, it's about appreciation.
I think it takes a lot of skill, especially all the 360s and stuff, because you have to feel it while you're in the cockpit.
Beyond the skies, the ground display is also impressed with interactive exhibits for all ages.
There's lots of different events for children and kids to try different things, different military squadrons and groups. It's lovely how they put it all together.
And the Miramar Air Show runs through Sunday, and tickets over the weekend will cost you less than $30 a piece for the bleacher seats in the grandstands. At MCAS Miramar, I'm Brian White for CBS 8.
Thank you, Brian. And this week, I got to soar with one of the main attractions of the air show. And I get the chance to introduce you to the crew behind all these awe-inspiring aerial acrobatics. That's in about 15 minutes. Stick around.
Right now, the San Diego Padres are gearing up for their final series of the regular season.
First pitch against the Diamondbacks is about a half hour from now. CBS 8's Karthik Venkatraman joins us for what we can expect tonight and what's on the line. Karthik.
Yeah, for sure. Still stuff on the line, even though the NL West is no longer on the table. That was taken by the Dodgers yesterday. But the Padres still have something to play for, and they got a key player back today. That would be Fernando Tatis Jr. back in the lineup after missing the last 3 games against the Milwaukee Brewers. He will be batting leadoff and back in right field like he normally is. And this is good for the Padres because before that, in the 8 games that he played prior, he was batting at a great rate of .406. 13 of 32 from the plate along with 4 walks, and he scored 11 runs in that time as well. Once again, game time tonight at 6:40 p.m. against the Diamondbacks. We'll see if the Padres can get it done, and they need to win because the path to the top NL wildcard spot got a little bit harder today for the Padres as the Cubs thumped the Cardinals 12-1 the final score, which means that the Cubs need to just win one more game to clinch that top NL wildcard spot, which would give them home field advantage over the Padres in that wildcard series. The Padres can clinch the top NL wildcard spot with a series win over the Diamondbacks, and they need the Cubs to lose their final 2 regular season games against the Cardinals. Otherwise, it will be the Padres on the road to Chicago for that wildcard series. And hey, join us tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. for the pregame show On Deck with the Padres. As the Padres get ready to take on the Diamondbacks, we'll know a little more about whether they can get that top NL wildcard spot when that game has its first pitch, even before that during our pregame show. So me and Jake Garriana will bring you all the action as we figure out where the Padres are going. Are they going to stay at home? Are they going to go on the road? They're going to play the Cubs. We know that. But what else gets solved? I guess we'll know tomorrow and today.
All right, looking forward to it.
Yeah, get the sweep. Give yourself a chance.
Definitely.
Thanks, Karthik.
Still ahead, Starbucks announces hundreds of stores are closing nationwide, including some in San Diego. We're going to tell you which ones and when coming up.
And what Los Angeles County leaders are saying about a report that found weaknesses in its response to the January wildfires.
And still to come in your weather forecast tonight, there is a chance of rain this weekend. I'll tell you when, next.